The year is 1526. A young warrior descended from Genghis Khan himself rides out of the harsh landscapes of Central Asia. His name is Zahir-ud-Din Muhammad Babur, and destiny awaits him in the heart of India. Driven by ambition and the dream of a Timurid renaissance, he sets his sights on the fragmented sultanates of the Delhi Sultanate. Babur was no stranger to hardship. He had inherited a small kingdom in Fergana at a young age, only to lose it and wander as a soldier of fortune. But within him burned the spirit of a conqueror. He trained his army, forged alliances, and dreamt of a new empire. His chance came with the invitation of Daulat Khan Lodi, a disgruntled noble of the crumbling Lodi dynasty, who sought Babur's help in overthrowing the Sultan. Little did Daulat Khan know he was inviting a force far greater than he could control. Babur, with his superior tactics and gunpowder weaponry, was about to change the course of Indian history forever. The stage was set for a clash of civilizations, a battle that would determine the fate of a subcontinent. The air crackled with tension. The dust swirled, kicked up by the feet of thousands of soldiers. On the plains of Panipat, two armies prepared for a clash that would echo through the ages. Ibrahim Lodi, the Sultan of Delhi, was overconfident. Babur, the Timurid prince, was determined. The First Battle of Panipat, fought on April 21st, 1526, was a spectacle of military might. Babur's forces, though outnumbered, were disciplined and well-equipped. They had cannons, matchlocks, and a cunning battle plan. They unleashed a devastating barrage of artillery fire. Ibrahim Lodi fell, marking the end of the Lodi dynasty. Babur rode triumphantly into Delhi, founding the Mughal Empire. This was just the beginning. Babur's grandson, Jalaluddin Muhammad Akbar, was a ruler unlike any other. Ascending the throne at the tender age of 13, he inherited an empire still in its infancy, riddled with challenges and internal strife. Yet Akbar, through his political acumen, military prowess, and a vision of unity and tolerance, would transform the Mughal Empire into a beacon of cultural brilliance and prosperity. Akbar understood that true power lay not just in military might, but in the hearts and minds of his people. He abolished the jizya, the tax on non-Muslims, and welcomed people of all faiths into his court. He married Rajput princesses, cementing alliances and fostering a spirit of cooperation. His court became a melting pot of cultures, where Persian, Indian and Central Asian traditions blended seamlessly. His reign saw the implementation of groundbreaking administrative reforms, including the Mansabdari system and the efficient revenue collection system of Toddamal. Roads were built, trade flourished, and the arts and sciences were generously patronized. The Mughal Empire under Akbar was not just a military power, but a cultural powerhouse, laying the foundation for a golden age that would inspire generations to come. Akbar's reign was not without its conflicts. The Battle of Haldigati, fought in 1576, pitted Akbar's forces led by his able general Man Singh against the formidable Rajput forces of Maharana Pratap of Mewar. This battle, etched in the annals of Indian history, was a clash of ideologies as much as it was a struggle for territorial control. Pratap, a staunch defender of Rajput independence, refused to bow to Mughal authority. The battle raged for hours, a testament to the valor of both sides. Though Akbar emerged victorious, Pratap's defiance became a symbol of Rajput resistance, romanticized in ballads and folklore. Akbar's ambitions extended beyond northern India. He turned his attention southwards towards the Deccan, a region ruled by powerful sultanates. The Mughal conquest of the Deccan was a long and arduous process, marked by fierce resistance and strategic alliances. It was under Akbar's successors that the Mughals would eventually consolidate their rule over much of the Deccan, extending their empire to new frontiers. Aurangzeb, the sixth Mughal emperor, was a ruler of contradictions. He was a devout Muslim, a scholar, and a skilled military commander. Under his rule, the Mughal Empire reached its greatest geographical extent, stretching from the foothills of the Himalayas to the southern tip of India. Yet his reign also marked the beginning of the empire's slow and painful decline. Aurangzeb's reign was characterized by relentless expansion and a return to a more orthodox interpretation of Islam. He reimposed the jizya, banned music in his court, and destroyed Hindu temples. While his intentions might have been driven by religious zeal, his policies alienated many, particularly the Rajputs, who had been loyal allies of the Mughals. Aurangzeb's long and costly wars, particularly his Deccan campaigns against the Marathas, drained the empire's treasury and weakened its fabric. His successors, lacking his administrative skills and facing mounting challenges, would inherit an empire stretched too thin, ripe for internal strife and external threats. Section 6. Cracks in the edifice, internal strife and weak successors. Following Aurangzeb's death in 1707, the Mughal Empire entered a period of rapid decline. The seeds of discord sown during Aurangzeb's reign now bore bitter fruit. His successors, lacking his strength and vision, were caught in a web of courtly intrigues, rebellions, and power struggles. The Mughal court, once a symbol of unity and grandeur, became a hotbed of conspiracies and rival factions vying for the emperor's ear. Regional governors, sensing weakness at the center, asserted their independence, carving out their own domains. The once mighty Mughal army, depleted by constant warfare and internal divisions, was a shadow of its former self. The empire, once a monolith, was now crumbling from within, its once formidable power waning with each passing year. This internal decay created the perfect opportunity for external forces, waiting in the wings, to make their move. The stage was set for the final act in the Mughal saga, the rise of a new power, the British East India Company, and the slow, agonizing demise of one of India's grandest empires. Section 7. The Lion and the Company, the Shadow of British Ambition. As the Mughal Empire grappled with internal strife, a new player emerged on the Indian subcontinent, the British East India Company. Initially, merchants seeking trade, the company, with its private army and shrewd political maneuvering, gradually expanded its influence, exploiting the vulnerabilities of a weakened Mughal state. The Battle of Plassey in 1757, a pivotal moment in Indian history, saw the company's forces, led by Robert Clive, defeat the Nawab of Bengal and his French allies. This victory gave the British control over Bengal, a wealthy province and the gateway to vast resources. From this point onwards, the British presence in India transitioned from trade to territorial ambition. They exploited divisions among Indian rulers, played them against each other, and gradually tightened their grip on the subcontinent. The once mighty Mughal emperor, reduced to a figurehead in his own palace, became a pawn in the hands of the company. His authority eroded, his power usurped. Section 8. Sunset over Delhi, the last Mughal. Bahadur Shah Zafar II, the last Mughal emperor, ascended the throne in 1837. A poet and a calligrapher at heart, he inherited a crumbling empire, a mere shadow of its former glory. The British controlled most of India, and the Mughal emperor was a ruler in name only, confined to the Red Fort in Delhi. Despite his diminished status, Bahadur Shah Zafar II became a symbol of resistance during the Indian Rebellion of 1857, when sepoys in the company's army revolted against British rule. He was proclaimed the Emperor of Hindustan by the rebels, but was captured and exiled to Rangoon by the British after the rebellion was crushed. His exile marked the end of the Mughal dynasty, a poignant symbol of the fall of a once mighty empire. The Mughal sun, which had shone so brightly for centuries, finally set over Delhi, leaving behind a legacy of grandeur, cultural brilliance, and a cautionary tale of the transient nature of power. As Section 9. an enduring legacy art architecture and the Mughal imprint. The Mughal Empire's legacy continues to shape India's cultural landscape. They were great patrons of art, architecture, literature and music. Their reign fused Persian, Indian and Central Asian traditions. The Taj Mahal stands as an eternal testament to their artistic genius. The Red Fort, Fatehpur Sikri and Humayun's tomb inspire awe and wonder. Mughal miniature paintings provide a glimpse into courtly life. Their cuisine, like biryani and kebabs, enriches India's culinary tapestry. The Mughal Empire continues to captivate the imagination. Its rise and fall remind us of the cyclical nature of power and cultural exchange. Their story, etched in stone and woven in silk, echoes through time.